Well, it's here. Today marks the start of my last week anchoring the news here at WAVE before I retire.
And many of John's past coworkers, they want to share the impact that John has had on their lives and careers. So here are words from John's former Sunrise coworkers.
John Boel, oh my gosh, dude, why are you leaving me? First off, I grew up, and I know you're going to hate me saying this, I grew up watching you, all right? And I still haven't found the VHS tape. I know I have it somewhere where I still remember you tossed to me in high school, at Moore High School, you tossed to me about a winter storm that Kevin Raymer was covering and was with me in high school. I was like doing the weather for the school. But you tossed to me and said, you know that we are, and I quote you here, you know we are really investigating this winter storm when we're checking in with soon-to-be meteorologist Brian Good at Moore High School. I'm going to find that tape one day because that was a moment I will never forget.
Congratulations, John, on your retirement. What is Louisville going to do without someone undercover busting everyone's chops every year? We are sincerely going to miss seeing you out and doing what you do best. And I also just want to say that I remember my very first morning on Wave 3 Sunrise, and after the show, you came up to my desk and said, "Who told you to be so good?" And that comment really set the tone for the rest of my time at WAVE. It was just this extra boost of encouragement, and it really did make me feel so good, and I still remember it, obviously, to this day.
Hey, John, real quick here, I would love to tell you that we are proud of you. We are proud of the work you've done here while you've been at WAVE. And before your entire career. My favorite times with you were on Sunrise.
So what can I say about John? Well, let's say I was very green when I started on Sunrise, and I think I was neon green. That's how green I was getting into Sunrise. And I had never met an anchor as strong, as dynamic as John, and being as green as I was very intimidated. But after a while, I learned out that he's pretty much a softie on the inside, and he was so kind, making sure that I got some tips that I needed and advice I needed that really helped me to grow as not just a meteorologist, but also as a person.
Congratulations. This retirement is so well deserved. And I just want you to know that you have changed so many lives, including mine. I have not been able to find a better mentor, a better colleague, coworker, somebody who made me laugh at 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and someone who is so passionate, takes his work so seriously, but does not take himself too seriously, which I think really makes a great journalist. And John, I'm so lucky to call you my friend and mentor and former colleague, and I could not be happier for you.
Hey John, congratulations on a well-deserved retirement. I can't think of anybody who deserves to be on a Wisconsin lake enjoying all that life has to offer more than you. I'm so thankful that I was able to be a part of your career and that you got to influence my career in the many ways that you did.
Hey John, it's Dan Stanley, your former WAVE Sunrise director. It's been over 6 years since we worked together and I retired. I just wanted to say what a pleasure it was working with you all those years. Your professionalism and your dedication to be a good journalist was admired by all. And remember, sir, you are a broadcast icon. Thank you.
John's a funny guy. I think you could see that pretty much on air, but it's always fun to just talk to him, even when you're not talking about work. Let's say you are talking about how much you hate Wisconsin basketball. He might not agree, but hey, he still loves talking about it, and to have these genuine conversations with someone like him just means the world.
You never know what's going to come out of his mouth, you know, either on air or off air. So he definitely keeps you on your toes. And I think something that people don't know about him is just how compassionate he is. You know, you see him on TV confronting drug dealers and landlords who aren't taking care of their tenants and other things, but really he's just a big softie who would do anything for anyone. And if he is in your corner, he's in your corner, and he will fight for you no matter what. And I think that that's something that people don't really get to see as much on TV.
You have been one of the bigger supporters of my career. I appreciate always the moments you've taken to come up to me and encourage me and to get through tough times, and been through several, and you've been there, and I appreciate that. But the one that I remember the most, that always stands out, was when my dad died. And I was at the funeral. You did the Ironman competition, and then the very next moment, you're sitting there at the funeral for my dad, and you were wiped out. You were tired, but you were there. And that had an impact. So I wish you the best. I love you, man. Good luck.
Killing me.
Man, Be Good got me crying. Look at how many lives you have impacted, lives and careers. You have been a part of so many lives and touched so many people.
Thank you.
And wow.
I have to say that, and I love me the evening news, but probably the most fun I ever had in my life was on the Sunrise crew in that weird hour of 3 to 4 a.m. Maybe it's because we were all still asleep, right?
Yeah.
But we would come in and go over the scripts and just laughed and talked about life, and it was just my favorite part probably of my whole career was 3 to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
on Sunrise, as hard as that is to believe.
Yeah.
You guys are so sweet. So all these folks at Wave are doing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't deserve any of this stuff.
Yes, you do.
But they've posted a lot of this stuff. So we've shared my favorite 10 stories over the course of my career. If you missed them, they're compiled on wave3.com. You head over to the community tab on the homepage and click on the Best with Boel, and you can rewatch the stories on Roku. And we also just posted, on the other end of the spectrum, Myra and I just did a segment, Mean Tweets, looking at all the meanest stuff too, which is fantastic.
You got to check it out. It's absolutely hilarious. We will be right back.